Back here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan, and we got one more game for you guys today. This is we are currently in the 16th preseason cup for Filoil, and it's a battle between the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who are searching for their first win, up against the Sting of the CEU Scorpions. I am Nico Rocha, joined by my partner Coach Melo Navarro, and later our courtside reporter Daphne Cristobal. And Coach Melo, what do you think should Ateneo do here in order to get their first win? While for CEU, as well, the same question. Getting
Well,
win number 2.
yeah, both teams just need to stick to their system and trust on what they're building on because both of these teams, alam naman natin, are proud winners. Yung kanilang program, it's just a matter of ngayon translating that winning culture to their new players and adjusting to the new system that they're placing in.
Yun nga, no, and sa Ateneo, it's a very unfamiliar territory for them. They're currently 0-5, searching for that first win. Gaya ng ating sinabi, CEU 1-7, facing a lot of formidable teams here in the UAP. Checking here in Group 2, LaSalle 9-0, NU 6-2. While the two teams that are facing off today, seeds 9 and 10, they're technically out of the running already for the quarterfinals. And Ateneo just played, coming late into the tournament. They're immediately eliminated already for the quarterfinals. So it's more of building that chemistry, their confidence heading into the upcoming days and weeks.
Pero we know, with both these two teams, no, yung kanilang team standings does not reflect the kind of program that they have.
And checking here the tournament format that we're gonna show to you guys today. So the play-in tournament, the number 4 seed will be playing a representative from Vismin in South Luzon. So for Group 1, the number 4 seed will face Guangming, while for Group 2 will be facing Jose Maria College. So for the quarterfinals, the top 3 schools will be proceeding there and just waiting for their opponents, especially for seed number 1, while for seeds number 2 and 3, they'll be the ones to face off in the quarterfinals.
The Ateneo Blue Eagles, so they're coming off a heartbreak loss. They were leading by
grabe
as
nga
much
yun.
as 27 or 29 points. And itong Adamson Soaring Falcons was able to climb back in that game. And I'm sure Coach Tab Baldwin will pick up on that game and make it as motivation to push his boys to get their first win in the tournament.
You know, Ateneo Blue Eagles warming up here. They are without Mason Amos and Fortsky Padrigao. Mason Amos with a hyperextended knee, was si Fortsky naman COVID-related issue, so they're not gonna be playing this ball game. So a lot more will be expected from our team right now on the left side. Now, for the guys on the right, CEU Scorpions, Coach.
Para naman sa CEU Scorpions of their new head coach, Coach Jeff Perlas. Again, they're still adjusting to that system that Coach Jeff is trying to put in place, and they're playing without their key players ng kanilang huling championship run in their main tournament, which is the UCBL. So it's a matter of finding out kung sino ang magiging bagong leader nitong team ni Coach Jeff Perlas.
And now we will turn over this matchup to the game announcer Ryan Pajaro for the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live from the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan City. This is our main game of our quadruple header. Day 19 of competition. Elimination round of your 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. It's the game featuring the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles versus the Centro Escolar University Scorpions. Let's meet the starters first for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Small forward number 7, Jason Credo. Power forward number 1, Kai Maluma. Center number 18, Gio Chu. Point guard number 23, Lebron Nieto. Shooting guard number 24, Sean Quinteves. Head coach for the Ateneo Blue Eagles is Mr. Tab Baldwin. And now let's give it up for your CEU Scorpions. Small forward number 9, Jerome Santos. Power forward number 13, Vince Ferrer. Center number 14, Victor Baloga. Point guard number 0, Vance Diaz. And shooting guard number 24, J.M. Samaniego. Head coach for the CEU Scorpions is Mr. Jeffrey Perez.
Checking here the starting five for Ateneo. Josh Nieto with Sean Quiteves, Credo, Kai Balungay, Gio Chu for the blue and white.
For the CEU Scorpions, Franz Diaz, Jay Samaniego, Santos, Ferrer, and the foreign player, Victor Balogun.
Yun yung ating mga starting five. Ayan, battle ng bottom teams, no? 9 and 10. Tingnan natin ang mangyayari dito. And actually, nakita ko rin kanina si Coach Joe Silva, part of the Ateneo Blue Eagle program na nasa CEU ngayon. So, interesting to see, no, mga ganun.
Heavyweight din ang lineup of coaches natin for both teams. Ano? For Ateneo, we have their Coach Tab Baldwin, Coach Sandy Arespa Cochaga. There's Coach John Jacinto. So really a stacked coaching staff. And on the other side, we have Coach Jeff Perlas, Rob Labagala, Coach Ricky Reyes, Coach Joe Silva. We have their Coach Mel Gador. So talagang mga seasoned coaches. They know what they're doing and it's just a matter of time before these two teams find their alam mo yung rhythm and ma-find out nila kung sino ba talaga yung kanilang mga go-to guys, yung kanilang mga go-to plays and what works for them.
Coach Ta was earlier interviewed for an article by Tiebreaker Times stating that although it's a preseason, he's a bit disappointed with what he's seeing from the guys that you're seeing on the floor right now. I mean, his team, because this is not what he expected at all when they joined Filoil.
Well, Coach Tab is no stranger to the Philippine type of basketball, especially in the collegiate level. He's already won a number of championships in the UAAP. So, alam niya kung ano yung standard and level that his team needs to be in, to be a contender, and to be a champion again dito sa UAAP.
Definitely, and it's also great to see on the other end that coaches are starting to keep up with, of course, how the greatness of Coach Tab Baldwin when it comes to the system he does for his team. And now that a lot of teams are beating Ateneo, at least in a good way, nakita natin yung progression ng Philippine basketball, at least in terms of coaching.
Well, it's always about about facing new challenges. Ano itong si Coach Tab has brought in a system and the culture na medyo stranger to us when we first got here. Pero alam mo naman ng mga Filipino coaches, very quick to adapt and they have their brilliant ideas of their own. So now, it's interesting to see nga itong clash ng ating mga head coaches.
Quiteves overshoots that three-pointer, but Balogun a while ago making a mid-range shot earlier in this game. An attempt by CEU, three-pointer off to the far right and should go back to Ateneo.
That is a clear pushing foul dito kay JM Samaniego. He held on to an Ateneo player in that rebound battle.
On the floor for the CEU Scorpions, Diaz, Santos, Ferrer, Balogun, Samaniego for Ateneo, Balungay, Credo, Chu, Nieto, and Quiteves, rounding out the five.
It's interesting to see the youngest Nieto now playing for the seniors division. So, ganun na talaga kabilis ang panahon. Ayoko naman sabihin ganun na ako katanda.
Ako na, buti ko rin mga kuya niya eh. But it's really nice to see Josh Nieto playing for Ateneo. And sayang yung yung pandemic years, na cut short yung high school years niya. So, he has to grow up immediately.
I remember seeing for the first time yung kanyang brother, si Matt and Big Mike during their high school days because they were teammates of my brother dun sa Batang Gilas program run by Coach Jamaica Harin that time. Grabe rin yung nila nun. They had their tallest guy was just around 6'4", and that's just the point guard of the opposing teams. Pero they were able to qualify sa FIBA World.
Grabe, that was a momentous occasion for our country nga naman. Alam natin yun. Balungay takes the three and it was out of bounds. Kai Balungay, but again, there was a feed by Balongun to his point guard earlier play for CEU. That's why the score is now 4-2. CEU cling on to a slim 2-point lead. Kasimula pa lang naman natin. 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here. Chu bothering that shot, getting the block. Gives it to Credo. And si Credo, I think this is final year of playing, Coach Melo.
Yes, also one of the guys who is kumbaga true-blooded Atenean. He played for the high school program as well under Coach Joe Silva, if I'm not mistaken.
And Balogun, great timing on that block. And si Balogun averaging 1.3 blocks per game.
Literally erasing that shot.
A 3 by Josh, too strong. Here comes Diaz, pushing off Credo and losing the ball. Balik sa CEU.
Franz Diaz is one of the guys na talagang expected to do heavy scoring para dito kay Coach Jeff Perlas, but as we see, the ball got stripped that time on him. Quick hands on the part of Ateneo.
Timeout on the floor.
Back at the first quarter of this ball game where CEU is up by 2 points. Coach Jeff Perlas may not be used in losing games from his previous coaching experiences, but guiding the Scorpions today is a whole different story. Disregarding their standings, embracing their 5 straight games from various leagues is far from easy. And so there's nothing else he wants the Scorpions to realize except for one thing, and that is to make the most out of every game. Sabi nga ni Coach Jeff, results are there, but learnings last a lifetime. Nico and Coach Melo.
Ganda ng message yun. Definitely learnings that last a lifetime. And that's the learning start dito sa Filoil Preseason Cup. Gaya nga ng tagline, where it all begins.
Alam naman natin, Coach Jeff Perlas, also one of the coaches na talagang part of those winning programs. He was a part of that NU championship team who had the guys Troy Rosario. So, sanay din talaga si Coach Jeff eh. And for the LPU Pirates naman, he had the guys like CJ Perez, MJ Ayaay, the Marcelino Twins, and I had the privilege to work with him. We won a championship together dito sa PBAD League when we partnered with the LPU. So he knows how to win, he has the right formula, and again, it's just a matter of translating that formula in principle dito sa kanyang mga bagong players. And I believe it's just a matter of time before makabalik dun sa winning tradition itong CEU Scorpions.
Jeff Perlas definitely a great hiring for CEU, but Jason Credo with a 3, cutting the lead of the Scorpions to 1. And si Balogun natin is having troubles finding answers for him. And we can see here Joseph Obasa about to check in. Nieto. And a foul on Chu. Yung close-out at ni Gio.
Yeah. Coach Tab Baldwin telling Gian Chu here to stay low because he was standing and he lunged on that play. Sinubukan niyang sundutin, resulting to a foul.
That's Diaz getting fouled near the midcourt. Diaz on Nieto on him, and again another foul call on Ateneo. This time Obasa holding down. Well, holding foul on Joseph on Balogun.
As we see right here, Victor Balogun is trying to get his position in that high post play, and nahuli itong si Obasa, holding him on the hip.
Another chance for CEU to score. 14 on the clock. Diaz utilizing the screen. Diaz fakes the 3, gives it to Balogun. To Santos, who launches it from deep. 3 points for the Scorpions. 9-5 is your score.
That guy, Santos. We saw him play doon sa kanilang mother tournament, which is the UCBL, and he's been scoring like at will, literally, para sa kanyang team. And it's nice to see him do that dito sa ating Filoil EcoOil. And as we see Lebron Nieto, that's already his 3rd attempt from the 3-point line. Yung tiwala rin na binibigay ni Coach Tab dito sa younger Nieto.
Santos doesn't take the mid-range shot. Not sure what's gonna happen there. Gives it back to his point guard, Diaz, with Balungay on him. Diaz shoots it off to the far right. Here comes Kiteves with the board. He's bringing down the ball and getting fouled in the process.
so far the defense of Ateneo forcing CEU to take one-on-one plays, low percentage shots, and limiting them to 1 attempt per possession.
4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here. Last game, quadruple header sa ating Filoil. Lagi naman 4 games whenever we have games scheduled. And you can watch this live on Facebook, on YouTube by typing Filoil EcoOil Sports, while also being televised on Solar Sports. Ian Espinosa checking in.
A lot of ways to catch our ball games. No reason to miss the collegiate action. As you see here, Credo, I believe that's already second three-pointer of the game. On point ang shooting ngayon ni Credo. He's off to playing his final year with Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Jason Credo answering the call of Coach Tab. 2 threes to his name. Diaz going around the defense, kicks it out to Kabotahe. Balogun not realizing the time.
Yeah, another good defense on the part of Ateneo. They're able to take away all the points of attack of CEU. And don't look now, they're just down by 1 in this ball game.
9-8 is our score, 3 minutes, 55 remaining. Ateneo doing their damage from 3. Espinosa to Kitevis, the captain. Sean feeds Joe. Ubasa, and he's called for traveling. Ateneo not able to find the breaks that they need to get the lead.
Just couldn't get hold of that basketball, itong si Ubasa. It was a good baseline staggered screen set for Kiteves, and maganda naman yung baseline drive niya doon. He was able to drop it off to Ubasa. Yun lang talaga. Minsan, I would say, may pagka-butterfingers pa getting used to the Filipino brand of basketball.
Of course, definitely a big name to live up to, si Ange Kwame. Arguably the greatest foreign student athlete in UAAP history. So, yun yung kind of shoes that Joe has to live up to.
And dito matatawagan naman ng offensive foul si Vince Ferrer. For those who don't know, he's the younger brother of Kevin Ferrer.
Oh, wow. That's a nice fun fact for all the viewers, including me. Mga ni Coach Melo, mga learning si Coach Melo during the UCBL.
And as we see here, Ateneo running their cross-screen play for their foreign player.
Pabasa sa post, getting fouled by Peñano.
That's the beauty of that cross-screen action. Dalawang nangyari. It's either nalilate yung original man or nagkakaroon ng switch, creating that mismatch on the post.
Joseph Obasa getting the mismatch a while ago, had to take it, getting aggressive and getting fouled. Okay rin yung free throw form ni Joseph.
Yes, he has a nice touch for a big man.
There you go, saying hi to the cameraman here. Alam na nung nakatutok sa yung camera, sanay na siguro sa spotlight ating mga fans dito sa Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan.
That's what you get when you watch the games live, not just the collegiate basketball action, but also a chance to be featured dito sa ating ball game.
Anjord Kabotahe outrunning everybody for that layup. Paul Garcia is pushed by Dylan Darbin.
And check foul number 20, Dylan Darwin, penalty.
Penalty ng CEU. Ateneo still has 2 more fouls left to give.
That was a little aggressive on the part of the CEU Scorpions dun sa kanilang huling defensive possession. Itong si Darbin pushing off.
And I think
Garcia in that corner.
This is the family of Josh Nieto. That's his sister watching, supporting her baby brother.
Grabe, for more than a decade now, yung talagang naging family bonding na nila, yung
Basketball
watching
talaga,
ball games,
yes.
going to trainings. And I'm sure their dad, Doc Jet, is somewhere in the stands right now. Again, very proud watching his youngest son. Ngayon naman, a chance for his youngest son to make a name for himself dito sa Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Yes, and Nieto will have 5 years of playing here. So Garcia with a steal. There you go.
Garcia.
Ateneo now with a slim 2-point lead over the Scorpions. Let's see if the Scorpions answer back. Yes, they do. That is Franz Diaz.
They're gonna need more of that from Franz Diaz if they want to get this win against the Blue Eagles. And ito nga si Franz Diaz, one of the guys na talagang leading itong CEU Scorpions in their sweep championship run sa UCBL.
It's a deadlock right now in this ball game. Eagles, Scorpions. Last game here in the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. Obasa is at the post. Spin move, hook shot, there you go. Obasa with 3 points.
You gotta
after
love
that
the
shot.
patience of Obasa that time. You know, he already had a mismatch, pero inaantay kasi niya kung magsisend ng double team itong CEU. And when he recognized na single coverage lang, he took it strong and went to work for that 2 points.
CEU right now not having their FSA on the floor. And Ateneo getting the stop. Kitevis nagbababa ng bola.
CEU needs to settle down here and look for the best available shot. Napapansin natin, they're forced to play one-on-one because of the good defense that Ateneo is playing. Ito na naman yung high-low play of Ateneo. Check there by that's Puray.
And Puray, great stop there knowing that Obasa was deep in the shaded area. If he didn't tip that, he would have went to Obasa.
That was better coverage on the part of CEU dun sa cross-screen action ng Ateneo. They were able to deny the ball, the entry pass dito kay Obasa.
Both teams fairly matched up so far in the first quarter. Step back, jump shot, hits the back iron. CEU gets another chance. Spin move with Obasa on him, definitely a tough matchup for any local player. And a foul.
That's going to be an offensive foul.
On CEU.
It's on Carl Peñano.
Carl Peñano perplexed with that call. He doesn't know what happened. Espinosa, now the lead guard for Ateneo so far in this first quarter.
Nakikita ko dito kay Espinosa, parang sila Eman Monfort,
May vibe.
Jai Reyes,
Yes.
di ba?
Ayan. Nasapian siguro
On
ng
point.
Eman Monfort, Jai Reyes. Spirit 3 for Espinosa.
Pero yung shooting niya parang si Boss Baji de Rosario natin from also one of the standouts ng Ateneo.
Another stop by Ateneo. Josh Lazaro with a steal and an easy lay-in. Ateneo now up by 7. A 3. Too strong. Look at the... Wow. That was an incredibly great rebound by Cabotaje.
That's the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. 20 for Ateneo, 30 for CEU. But before that, let's check here some of the highlights in the first quarter.
CEU had a good start, finding the groove on offense, but this guy, Credo, shooting at 2 3-pointers dito sa ating quarter. And the FSA of Ateneo going to work on that play. Itong si Josh Lazaro playing the passing lanes very well, scoring off that layup and transition.
Your score is 20-13. See you guys for the second quarter. Back here for the second quarter. Ateneo up against CEU. This is Nico Rocha with Coach Melo Navarro on the mic. Ateneo clinging on to the 7-point lead, and it's more of the scoring is spread out throughout their players. No one guy dominating all the scoring.
Well, that has been the parang trademark naman of Coach Tab's offense. So even when back on the day when he had the guys like 30 Ravena,
Kalat talaga.
SJ Belangel, Isaac Go, the Nietos, talagang hindi mo alam at any given ball game, merong pwede mag-explode.
And let's see, sino nga ba yung pupunta na Ateneo in order to get win number 1? Or who will be the guys to step up? Kiteves fakes the 3. Passes it to Espinosa, already making a 3-pointer earlier. Short. Here comes CEU. Taking their time. A drive. Over the outstretched arms of Abasa. Defense wins in that possession. Here comes Nieto. He's back in after sitting out the last 3 minutes for the Blue Eagles.
Nanlamig ang opensa ng CEU. Credit that to the defense of Ateneo na talaga ng mga pressuring the passing lanes, making it hard for the guards to make a pass in that paint. Pero dito sa Ateneo, no, their ball movement, really able to find those cutting big guys, especially itong si Obasa on that paint who got fouled. And the credit that dun sa mabilis na ball reversal to that corner.
Kita nga natin yung ikot ng bola, walang stagnant dun. It's nice to see for the Blue Eagles. Joseph Obasa taking his time at the line. That weight is well worth it. Makes the first shot. And again, for those wondering, wala nga si Mason Amos and Fortsky Padrigao. Mason with an injury while si Fortsky naman COVID-related status.
Meron pa pala, no? So, yeah.
Meron pa pala. Jerome Santos checking in for the Scorpions. Oh,
That was a nice press break by CEU.
that is Daniel Marcelo.
This is one of the new guys, new additions for Coach Jeff Perlas. Matapang din tong batang to. Walang takot na sinugod yung depensa ni Obasa.
Catching the defense napping actually. Ateneo was not sprinting going back at the other end of the floor. Obasa up against Balogun. Getting fouled is Joe.
You would see talaga that Coach Tab Baldwin wanting to go to that cross-screen action. But this time, this is a tougher action to guard because the guy setting the screen right now is si Balugay na. So, you would really have a problem kung magsiswitch ka ba or are you going to a hedge on that screen.
Tuano, kakapasok lang tres agad. Great for Sean Tuano, pushing the lead to 10.
Announcing his presence right away. And that is already the 4th three-pointer of Ateneo in this ball game.
Marcelo up against Nieto, kicks it to the left corner. Doesn't take the 3, instead drives, drops it to Balogun. Recovered by Tuano. Nieto is running. Looper, recovered by Obasa. Credo thinks about it. Nieto takes his time, feeds Balungay instead, was wide open for the corner 3. Just too strong in that shot attempt.
Here comes CEU with their transition play. Malikana.
3 by Puray. Short on that one. Tumatakbo na naman ang Ateneo. Credo giving it to Tuano, making a 3 earlier. Hindi pa rin, but it's with CEU now. They have the advantage. 2v1. Great stop by Josh. Great presence of mind on Nieto on stopping that fast break.
It was a good pass by Malikana. But yeah, Coach Jeff Perlas might have a case right there. Mukhang naklip sa arm. Nonetheless, our referees letting the players play.
CEU down by 10, calling for a stoppage of play.
for improper bench decorum.
Second quarter of this ball game, our score is 25-15 in favor of Ateneo Blue Eagles. Fast break points have been hurting the Ateneo Blue Eagles during the first quarter, but in the huddle, their denial on CEU was praised by Coach Tab Baldwin. In the huddle, instructions were precise and clear. Don't foul, get down low in defending, and show authority in boxing out. As both teams are finding their hopes in clinching a win, let's take a look which system works better in this match. Nico and Coach Melo.
Definitely, Coach Jeff is one of the coaches who can keep up with Coach Tab Baldwin. Of course, Coach Jeff coming from storied programs and schools.
But ito naman si Coach Tab Baldwin, very clear in his instructions, focusing on defense. Tinapos na yon by saying, put authority in boxing out. Makikita natin in this ball game, Ateneo, although they're still losing on that rebounding battle, pero humabol na sila 12-10.
Getting their offensive groove. At magandang ikot ng bola napapansin natin, Coach Melo.
Although they turned the ball over that time.
But still, it's really encouraging to see the ball movement from their end. Something that they hope to sustain up until the end of this ball game. Ball is back to the black shirts. Marcelo goes around the defense of Tuano, just short on that looper. Another attempt, air ball on that one, recovered by Chu.
It took a while for that CEU offense to develop, no? They were trying to run that wing ball screen, but itong defense of Ateneo denying the screener of CEU.
Tuano to Nieto for 3, short, recovered by Balogun. CEU down by 10. Diaz drives, kicks it out. Balungay was there though, anticipating that pass. Nieto up against Santos. Nieto feeding Gio. Chu! He heads to the line for 2 shots.
So you see here the heads-up play by Lebron Nieto. Very patient on that transition play, waiting for his trail big man Gian Chu, and giving it up at the right time.
Headed to the line for 2 free throws. Short on the first. So for Ateneo, 5 or 7 sa free throw line. No free throw attempts yet for CEU.
That's interesting. Kasi nga mapapansin natin, lalo na nung first quarter, CEU is being forced by the Ateneo defense to play one-on-one. And kapag ganyan yung flow of game, most likely you're gonna be taking challenge shots. Kaya hindi sila nag-end up with fouls.
Ateneo with an 11-point lead over the Scorpions. Santos, step back move with Balungay on him.
That was another individual play on the part of CEU.
Wala masyadong umiikot.
Yeah.
Credo goes to the left, pull-up jump shot, overshoots it, recovered by the Scorpions. And I think it's a foul on Gio Chu after pushing Santos. That is Jerome Santos of the Scorpions.
Second personal foul. First team foul for the Blue Eagles.
Balogun finding Santos. Gives it to Marcelo, who's wide open for 3. Cuts the lead to 8.
This guy Marcelo, one of the positives for Coach Jeff Perlas in this ball game, showing us what he can do, especially on offense.
Credo has been quiet so far in the second quarter after making 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. So for Kai Balungay, di pa natin siya nararamdaman masyado dito sa laro.
He's been quiet in this ball game and already 9 minutes and 55 seconds on the floor, but still has yet to make his first field goal.
Ayan, Espinosa checking back in for Josh Nieto. Credo gives it back to Tuano. Tuano with a looper. There you go. Give 2 more points for Sean Tuano. 5 in this quarter for him.
And there's CEU now. Where will their offense go? They're looking for this side ball screen again by Marcelo and Balogun.
Marcelo gives it to Santos, attacking the defense of Chu, but Chu denies that shot with a clean block.
4 seconds to shoot.
4 seconds to shoot for the Scorpions. Let's see what they do here. Balogun was right there, recovered by the Scorpions, and Chu's defense is really felt there in that possession. Great job by Gio.
That's a decent baseline inbound play by CEU, but the defense of Ateneo again covering all those points of attack.
Credo, the presence of mind to kick it to Ian Espinosa for his second three-pointer here in the first half. 31-18 is your score. CEU medyo napako sa 18, Coach Melo, no? Marcelo gives it back to Santos, and he gets fouled. He did a hop step. Foul on Sean Tuano after that drive by Jerome Santos. Checking here is Mark Anagbogu, number 79 for the Scorpions. First time to enter this ball game. Diaz pushing off Espinosa.
This is an interesting matchup. Diaz and Espinosa are Spitfire guards.
Mga key matchup natin na pwede sundan. Babalik sa CEU ang bola. 31-18, 3 minutes 58 seconds remaining. Natin dito yung replay. Tapik ni Anagbogu. Pero balik sa CEU yung bola. I think
just a little rebounding action doon. Nothing really intentional sa part ng ating mga players.
Another foul on Tuano on the floor. Pushing foul on him. 2 quick fouls for Tuano in less than 10 seconds.
He will be replaced right here by Kiteves.
Kiteves.
I believe he is the team captain of this Ateneo team.
Sila ni Chris Kuhn, co-captains for the Blue Eagles heading to season 86. Missed jumper right there for the Scorpions, and Kiteves getting fouled by Anagbogu.
Number 79, Mark Anagbogu, penalty.
Penalty na rin. So Ateneo goes to the line with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Let's see how they use this to their advantage. First shot is good for Kiteves. Kita rin natin dito Albert Opeña, number 4, checking in for Ateneo. And CEU still no free throw attempts. Ateneo already with 9 after this. 33-18.
We see here Franz Diaz setting the offense for his team. They've been running this wing ball screen, talking about CEU, but just couldn't penetrate the heart of the defense of Ateneo. And as we see here, another turnover by Victor Balogun.
CEU having troubles attacking this Ateneo defense.
So here Coach Jeff Perlas, Coach Joe Silva trying to find a way to get the lead back for CEU.
Kiteves with Diaz on him. Kiteves, the leading assist guy for the Blue Eagles with 3.4 a game. Espinosa pulls up for 3, his third of the game. He's scorching hot here in the second quarter.
Espinosa playing heads-up basketball today, dishing out assists, draining his threes, doing everything that he needs to do.
Chu bothering that layup by Jerome Santos. Opeña with Balogun on him. Tough matchup for Albert. Since Balogun is he's capable of defending the perimeter. Switch. Lazaro asking for it, but a stop by the Scorpions.
It's good defense by CEU. Active hands on the part of Franz Diaz on that weak side. And as we see here, an offensive foul again. It's called on Victor Balogun.
Again, Balogun. 3 fouls on Balogun already. And And that's crucial for Balog. Gaya nga ng ulan na naririnig natin sa labas ng San Juan, the trees for Ateneo just raining down upon the Scorpions.
I believe it was already announced that officially it's the start of the rainy season. So para sa ating mga kababayan dyan na make sure ready tayo parate with our umbrellas, with our raincoats and jackets. Because you never know, papalit-palit ang panahon eh.
Hindi mo alam gaano kalakas yung ulan. So at least stay vigilant, stay ready for the rainy season.
Ito namang CEU adjusting dun sa kanilang defense, now playing their zone.
Obasa getting that miss. Second try for Obasa and one for Joseph Obasa, pushing the lead now to 20 for the Blue Eagles.
As we see here, Obasa not giving up on the play, out jumping everyone, and getting that second chance opportunity.
Being the tallest guy on the floor has its perks.
If you're CEU and you're playing zone, technically nandun ka na sa advantage position-wise in going for the 3-bound, but you need to put a body on Obasa and box him out.
Obasa making that bonus from the line. Ateneo now up by 21. Paulson passes it to Darbin. Darbin with Garcia on him. Dylan drives to the right, pulls up, tough shot, and Ateneo still keeping CEU at 18.
That has been the story of the game so far. Ateneo defense forcing CEU Scorpions to play individual basketball and not really going to the shots that they want to go to.
Obasa gives it back to Espinosa, already making 3 3-pointers in this quarter. Lazaro to Opeña for 3. Just rolling off. Dapat balik sa atin yung bola after the last touch by CEU.
Coach Tab Baldwin here wants to make sure that nothing is left to chance, calling this timeout to set up a baseline inbound play.
Back here in the second quarter with 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining. This is Nico Rocha with Coach Melo Navarro. And Coach, what can CEU do here in order to break past the 18-point mark?
Well, they need to go to their half-court sets, half-court motion offense. As I've been saying since kanina nga first quarter, itong defense of Ateneo is forcing them to play individual basketball, which is not helping their cause.
And almost every statistical category here sa Ateneo lahat, everything's just going right for them. But just like we all know, especially what we have seen from the last game, no lead is safe. Considering that every opponent is formidable and can mount big comebacks.
We are 54 seconds away from our halftime break, and I'm sure the coaching staff of CE will make the necessary adjustments. But itong Ateneo hindi pa tapos. Josh Lazaro scoring off that short corner jumper.
Lazaro makes it 41 for Ateneo, 18 still for the Scorpions. Oh, and I think that should be a backcourt violation of the Scorpions, still struggling.
Credit that to the hard show defense of Obasa on that ball screen.
41-18 is our score. And the last time CEU scored was 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 5-minute drought, almost 6 minutes already for the Scorpions. Lazaro again from the mid-range, hits the back iron, recovered by CEU. Taking their time, since they only have 12 seconds left with the shot clock turned off. Darbin with Lazaro on him.
There's a last shot situation for CEU. Where will they go?
Too strong on the three-point attempt. Espinosa with the rebound. And that's the first half. Ateneo 41, CEU 18. Domination by the Blue Eagles over the Scorpions so far. Let's see what happens next in the second half. See you guys in the halftime break.
Another means one-on-one king of the hardcore, featuring Mapua's Kim Samsala.
back here for the halftime break. 41 for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, 18 for the CEU Scorpions, and it's a complete domination by Ateneo so far in the first half. Kita natin dito that they outscored the Scorpions 21-5 in the second quarter after going toe-to-toe with them in the first quarter.
The CEU Scorpions had a good first quarter. Ito lang a defense of Ateneo picking up in the second period and talagang limiting CEU to 5 points. Credit that to the no-middle defense being employed by Coach Tab Baldwin, forcing CEU Scorpions to play individual basketball.
It also helps that Ateneo scored 6 3-pointers to their totals, and overall just being active on defense, feet moving, and contesting every shot.
And this guy, Espinosa, has been hitting his mark from the 3-point line, playing the role for Forsky Padrigal. Makita nga natin dito, the field goal shooting of Ateneo, 43% as compared to only 25 by CEU. Ateneo also winning the rebounding battle, 22-19. And ito yung assist department, 10 for Ateneo, 6 for CEU. And the steals, Ateneo forcing 4 steals and converting that to points. And then itong turnovers, 11 for CEU. And itong Ateneo already has 15 turnover points rather. Our leading scorers for Ateneo, Espinosa with 9, Obasa with 8, and Credo with 6.
Yung 6 points si Credo from the 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. While for CEU, si Marcelo with 5, Diaz with 4, and their FSA in Balogun with 4 as well. So napako sila at 18 since the 5-minute and 49-second mark of second quarter. It's a long time. So it's a matter of how well did Coach Jeff Perlas will be able to adjust in the second half. But before that, the team standings.
The La Salle Green Archers leading the pack 9-0. 9-0 card ng mga NU Bulldogs, 6-2. And itong game at hand natin, the CEU Scorpions 1-7 against the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who has a 0-5 scorecard. Sabi nga natin, itong standings ngayon does not reflect the kind of program that these two teams have. And it's just a matter of time before nila ma-figure out kung ano ba yung perfect formula to get back to the winning ways.
Ayun nga, just to explain the letter O that you see beside the teams, that means they're already out of playoff contention. Statistically, mathematically, they cannot make the quarterfinals anymore, but that doesn't mean they can get more wins to cap off their campaigns here in the Filoil EcoOil 16th Preseason Cup.
And I'm sure whatever experience man yung nakuha nitong mga kupunan natin dito sa Filoil EcoOil will be valuable doon sa kanilang mga mother tournaments itong mga months ahead from us.
3-pointer off to the left side. Balogun's there. Hindi pa rin pumapasok ang bola para sa Scorpions.
Nanghinayang talaga doon si Victor Balogun. That was almost a gimme basket for him. And they just need to continue fighting in this ball game and working to get yung mga 50-50 balls, working to get those rebounds, and hopefully they'll be able to run and get those quick points from the transition.
Shoot to Balungay for 3, his first points of this ball game. Joining the party from downtown is Kai.
Kung ano yung struggle ng CEU on offense, siya naman na parang dali. Shumut dito on the Ateneo side. You have to give credit again to their defense dahil yung energy nila na yun, nadadala nila sa kabilang side ng court, which is their offense.
Balungay this time from the post, make that 5 quick points for Kai Balungay in 30 seconds.
We talk about Kai Balungay. I know he's been silent dito sa first half, but early on in this third quarter, boy, he already has 5 points, scoring from that 3-pointer and that turnaround jumper from the baseline.
And si Balungay, kahit 0 points sa first half, no problem, sabi ng teammates niya, we got your back.
And the most important thing is he may not be scoring for Ateneo, but he's been setting good screens para dito kay Obasa dun sa kanilang cross-screen action down below.
And definitely the intangibles for Coach Tab's system. Credo for 3, too strong, recovered by Puray.
And here comes CEU running their secondary break. Victor Balogun looking for his options.
Balogun over Chu, hindi pa rin. Stop by the Eagles. Kitevis is running. Kitevis driving the lanes. Layup for Sean Kitevis. It's now a 30-point lead for the Blue Eagles. They are not letting up, Coach Melo.
Quiteves was able to operate in traffic on that sequence. So makita natin, the CEU defense was there, but he was very creative on that sidestep and finished with that right hand.
Diaz attacking. Will this be it? Hindi pa rin. The drought still continues for the Scorpions. Nieto, pulling back, gives it to Credo. Wide open for 3. Too strong. Quiteves skies for the board. Giving his team another shot at it. Hindi pa rin. Hits the front rim. Balogan with the board. 30-point advantage for Ateneo. Santos behind the back. Pulls up for the mid-range over the arms of Chu. And looks like Gio hurt his... Not sure what he's holding on to. If it's the groin area.
That is somewhere na ayaw natin lahat tamaan.
Ayun na nga.
As you see right there, yeah, the momentum of Gio Chu moving forward. And yung tuhod nitong si Santos colliding mid-air. That's gotta hurt for Gio Chu. If I'm not mistaken, itong CEU Scorpions has been scoreless for the past almost 9 minutes.
9 minutes na. Hopefully, this is the time they break it. This is Santos. There you go. Jerome Santos breaks the scoring drought for the Scorpions, who have not scored since 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 1 for 2 at the trip. 48-19. Nieto to Credo, wide open, doesn't take it, gives it back to his point guard. Quiteves double teamed. Nieto thinks about it, gives it to Balungay. Credo opts to drive. Quiteves doesn't take it, opts for a floater. There you go, Sean Quiteves.
That was good ball movement and patience on the part of Ateneo, swinging the ball from left to right, finding the best available shot possible, and they got the 2 points in that possession. At ito na naman, another turnover forced by Ateneo. They're running the break.
Balungay, and not much defense that we're seeing from CEU. Checking here the movement.
Ayun eh, oh. Para kanino ba talaga yung pasa na yun? Was it intended for Abasa or Balungay? Nonetheless, Ateneo scoring 2 points in that transition play.
Timeout on the floor.
Back at the third quarter of this game, our score is 52-19 in favor of the Blue Eagles. As the rain pours outside the Filoil Arena, the Scorpions are chinning up for some blessings on their offensive plays. In the dugout, the coaches gave emphasis on their turnovers, which disables them to set up and make it to the ring. So in the last half, they are asked to play with fire in contrast of the weather outside. Don't get intimidated because you guys are not playing your usual games. Let's see about that, Nico and Coach Melo.
Well, when it rains, it pours, right, Coach Melo? And the Blue Eagles are definitely living up to that statement.
And ito namang CEU Scorpions are still struggling to be in that formidable form nila na intimidating their opponent. So, ito naman situation na to, if you're Coach Jeff Perlas, you have to value these kinds of situations kasi this is a teaching opportunity for you. You have to let these guys know how to play sa mga ganitong sitwasyon when things are not going your way. And as you see there, it's one of the few moments in this ball game na nagkaroon sila ng magandang ball movement.
The first field goal made since the second quarter, halfway through the second quarter. And that's courtesy of Carl Peñano.
And the ball stays with Ateneo. Last touch on a CEU player.
52-21 is your score. 31-point lead for the white shirts. Credo, will this be three-pointer number 3? Yes, it is. 9 points for Jason Credo.
That was just too easy for Jason Credo. It was just a simple pass back to him, ano? the zone defense of CEU needs to be more active in closing out on those shooters.
Medyo lethargic yung CEU dun, no? Actually, in most possessions, parang di sila interested sa defense so far. And I think that's also because of, you know, frustrations from
And
not seeing the
also,
ball
we
go
have to
in.
remember, CEU has been playing 5 straight games in 5 days. So,
Grabe.
andyan na rin yung fatigue factor.
Definitely, agree there, Coach Melo. Kitevis losing control of the basketball, recovered by CEU. And this should be, oh! Good thing Marcelo was there to clean it up.
That's Marcelo's 7th point of the ball game.
One of the few bright spots ng CEU, si Marcelo. That is Daniel Marcelo. Nieto to Obasa. Credo again from the same spot. Too strong, but Kitevis was there. No one to contest his shot. Give him 2 more points.
We've been talking about that zone defense of CEU. We're in there already in the best possible position to box out. But then again, on the last sequence, failing to check itong offensive rebound of Ateneo.
Great stop there by the Blue Eagles. A constant thing we've been seeing from them so far in this game. Balungay for 3. He's wide open. Lucky break for the Scorpions. Drive. Gets denied. Back to Hoson. Hoson with Obasa on him.
Grabe, ano, that's the beauty of having Balugay and Obasa on your lineup. Pwede silang mag-switch and then hindi nagbabago yung defensive presence.
Definitely 2 great weapons for Coach Tab Baldwin. Kitevis swings it to Nieto. Will you also join the party? There you go. Another 3 for Josh Nieto. 60 to the 23 of the Scorpions.
That is already the 9th 3-pointer of Ateneo in this ball game. Finally, Christian Malicana answers back.
3-pointer for the Scorpions. Lead is still 24. Oh, 34 rather. Kai Balungay pushing the lead to 36.
Nobody there to block itong path ni cutting a Kyle Balugay, who received a very nice pass.
De La Cruz getting bumped by Obasa. And that should be his 3rd foul here in the 3rd quarter.
Foul number 25, Joseph Obasa.
And a platoon substitution coming up for Coach Tab Baldwin. So he's digging deep into his bench right now. He feels that they have a comfortable lead, pero we have to remember, in their recent game to the Filoil EcoOil, they were already up by 29. And itong Adamson Soaring Falcons was able to pull off a surprise. I think they won by at least by 4 points or 2 points.
No, they won off a buzzer beater.
Yeah.
So, ayun. It's an upset that happened yesterday. 3 by CEU. 2 consecutive 3-pointers for the Scorpions.
That's Christian Malicana. Produkto yan ng ating kaibigan na si Coach Horacio Lim, who's been the coach of Mapua for the longest time. Ano? That's one of his products sa kanilang high school program, to si Malicana.
All 12 of Ian Espinosa's points coming from downtown. Marcelo drives, bothered by the defense of Josh Lazaro. Tuano is running. Finds Espinosa again. This, overshot the 3-pointer. Drive by the Scorpions. There you go. By Christian Malicana. 8 points for Christian.
That's what you want if you're Coach Jeff Perlas. Players who are not afraid to attack the heart of the Ateneo defense. Makikita natin doon, Ateneo was already set in their transition, but itong si Malicana, buong-buo ang loob na atakihin yung mga big guys of Ateneo.
And did you see how high Josh Lazaro went up to get a rebound? But the ball goes back to the Scorpions. Finally scoring here in the 3rd quarter, 11 points. But Ateneo scoring 24 here in the 3rd as well. further increasing their lead. A three-pointer attempt is no good. Rebound by Gozlav and Wabude. Paul Garcia hits the back iron with his three, and Gozlav not able to secure the basketball. And you can see Coach Sandy saying, follow to the basketball. 34-point lead for the Blue Eagles, soaring high over the Scorpions here in the last minute and 10 seconds of the third. CEU lefty finishes no good.
And here comes Ateneo. Again, they're gonna run their half-court sets. It's gonna be a side ball screen for Espinosa, who's been shooting very well in this ball game, you know? And look at that pass. Look at that pass. What a great pass from Espinosa.
CEU is really concerned with the shooting of Espinosa. He took advantage of that, finding Gozlav at the top for two. CEU pulls up for three. Air ball by Samaniego. Grabe yung ulan, sobrang lakas. Is that the same type of downpour we've been seeing from the Eagles here inside the arena as well? Espinosa being trapped, but gives it back to Lazaro. Lazaro getting held by Samaniego.
Definitely those fouls not gonna help the cause of CEU Scorpions. They need to be able to make stops here. And unti-untiin nilang ibaba itong kalamangan ng Ateneo if they want to have a chance to win dito sa ating ball game. Sabi nga natin, nothing is impossible dito sa Filoil EcoOil.
Agree there, Coach Melo. And Wabude for three. Air ball there, but I think, may kumpiyansa, binigan, they have the big lead. That's why you can make attempts like that. But you know that Coach Tab didn't like what he saw in that last possession.
That is Malicana's 10-point in the ballgame, giving life dito sa kanyang CEU Scorpions. So it's gonna be an exciting last quarter, and we'll see, as you see that turnaround jumper of Baluga, what a beautiful jump shot he has there. And ito yon, yung kaninang drive ni Kiteves dun sa heart of the Ateneo defense, and this guy, Malicana, keeping CEU Scorpions alive. Pero ito, Espinosa, giving answers to every CEU attack.
10 3-pointers for the Blue Eagles after the third. 67-33 see you guys for the fourth quarter. Back here in the fourth quarter, it's complete domination by the Ateneo Blue Eagles. 34-point lead over the CEU Scorpions. This is Nico Rocho with Coach Melo Navarro bringing this last game of the quadruple header, the Filoil EcoOil 16th Preseason Cup.
That was a good stop by the CEU Scorpions and just couldn't make their shots. So talking about CEU.
Samaniego with a three-pointer short. Lazaro instead opts for a mid-range, hits the side of the ring. CEU searching for answers here on how to try to cut down this lead. Blocked by Edwa Bude. And an end one for Kyle Peñano.
That's a better start for CEU in this fourth quarter. You see Peñano not giving up on the play. Talagang hard-earned baskets for CEU. But they have enough time. Ano? They just need to be able to pull off stops and create quick baskets on the other side.
9 minutes is still a lot of time left, Coach Melo. But of course, 34-point lead, you have to score, you have to defend. And that's really hard to do, considering that Ateneo's offense is clicking right now.
Hard, but again, not impossible because of the kinds of games that we're seeing as CEU creates another stop here.
Pull up mid-range, too strong. Tuano is there.
Yun yung problema for CEU. You know, they're able to get stops, pero the transition defense of Ateneo very quick on their feet. Ang hirap umatake kasi Ateneo has 4 guys already on that paint.
And would you say, Coach Melo, is CEU rushing their offensive possessions, or?
Well, that's what they need to do because they're down big in this ball game. But again, credit to the defense of Ateneo na hindi na sila nagde-dwell to their mistakes. And once they take a bad shot or they have a turnover, nandun agad sila to stop the fast break of CEU.
Espinosa, two-man game with Enwa Bude. Espinosa getting crafty with it. Pull up mid-range, no. Lazaro with another offensive board. The Energizer Bunny for the Blue Eagles. Espinosa kicks it to Tuano. Tuano, with 2 seconds to go, has to hoist that up.
That is better defense for CEU. Let's just see if they're gonna able to convert this.
It's Anagbogu with the ball. Great passing by CEU.
Pass.
There you go.
Great pass. That's the kind of offense you want to see for Coach Jeff Perlas. The bench of CEU celebrating that three-pointer.
And of course, you know, Coach Jeff is like, where was this in the first 3 quarters? But at least he's seeing it right now. 67-38, still a huge lead for Ateneo. 7 minutes 44 remaining. Nieto to Garcia. Short on that shot. Anakbogu's running, but Ateneo quickly.
As you see there again, 5 white shirts stopping the CEU fast break. You have to give credit again sa disiplina na pinapakita nitong Ateneo.
Malakas ang tira doon. Josh with the board. Tuano gives it back to Nieto. Already having 5 assists to his name. Substitution for Ateneo, Alberto Peña, Kai Balungay checking in. And see Coach Tab still not done. Timeout by the CEU Scorpions as they try to claw back in this ball game. Back here in the fourth quarter, Nico Rocha here with Coach Melo Navarro. 67-38 is your score. Complete domination so far by the Blue Eagles.
But this is a good start for the CEU Scorpions. It's a 5-0 start para sa kanila dito sa ating fourth quarter. And they're looking to build on the momentum that they've created here. And let's just see where will they go with this offensive set.
We just want to shout out Gabe Kerubin, watching from New Zealand. Dami nanonood, pati sa labas ng Pilipinas. We appreciate you for watching the Filoil EcoOil all the way sa Oceania area.
That is the luxury of having itong live stream. We're able to reach more people all over the world. And I'm sure sa dami ng mga Pilipino na sumusuporta pa rin sa basketball.
And not only are we live on Facebook and YouTube, sometimes also on Solar Sports. And you can watch the replays there as well on cable TV. Short on that layup is CEU. Albert Opeña with the board, gives it to Paul Garcia. And Wabuda drives. Losing control of the basketball, and it's out of bounds on Ateneo.
Another stop for CEU. That is already the fourth turnover of Ateneo, if I'm not mistaken, at the start of the fourth.
Just to explain again the playoff implications here, Ateneo, even though if they win their next 3 ball games, they will not be qualified in the quarterfinals anymore. It's too big of a hole, and mathematically, hindi na talaga kaya. But that's not the end of the world. I mean, it's just the current situation right now. CEU, it's just not their day, Coach Melo.
They've been getting their shots, they just couldn't get it to go. And nakakapagod yun yung mga ganong open shots, tapos sorry miss. So you have to give credit din dito sa CEU for still playing with a lot of heart despite this big lead that they're into.
Garcia forcing that pass to Enwa Bude, resulting to a turnover, and Daniel Marcelo making him pay with a 2-point shot.
And don't look now, dito ulit tayo sa 27-point lead mark. This was also the lead that Ateneo had yesterday.
And look at this replay with Opeña finding Balungay, looking like it's a wide open shot. But great contest by Darwin. But it's called for a foul. That's why you can see them heavily reacting to that. Ayan na, nabigyan ng warning.
Well, every time kasi that you're able to block a taller guy, nandun yung excitement eh. They felt that it was all ball, but again, our referees always closer to the action, and mas nakikita nila yan eh.
Kay Balungay, 9 points in 19 minutes of action so far for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Stays at 9 after that missed first shot.
But he's been doing the intangibles para dito sa Ateneo. He's been setting good screens. And the way he attracts the defense is opening up his teammates. So dun pa lang, malaking bagay na yung presence si Kyle Baluga in this ballgame.
Considering natin dito, Ateneo playing 11 players out of the possible 15. 5 minutes and 34 to go.
This is CEU running their top ball screen action.
Darwin getting bothered there by the defense.
Yun lang talaga eh. Medyo nagiging tentative itong CEU in attacking the Ateneo defense.
Nieto, pull up mid-range, overshoots it. Recovered by the Scorpions.
What a move!
Ganda
That's a good move by Marcelo.
Pang end one yun ah. End one mixtapes. Back in the day, great shot by Marcelo. Opeña is wide open for 3, and where is the defense? 71-42 is your score.
CEU cannot afford to just trade baskets with Ateneo. And again, that was too easy. Nobody challenging the shot of Opeña.
Marcelo trying to navigate this two-man defense. Overshoots it is Samaniego. Nieto trying to feed a wide open Albert Opeña, but the pass was read by CEU. Anagbogu from downtown.
There you go.
Net. 71-45.
If you're CEU right now, just don't look at the score. Keep playing your defense and keep attacking Ateneo. Try to score early in the shot clock.
Credo to Chu connection. Chu not able to convert a layup, but he heads to the line for 2 shots. Tignan natin dito yung tira ni Anagbogu. Parang yun naman yung tira na parang green light sa 2K. Binitaw, alam mo nang okay na. Paakyat pa lang.
And this cut right here by Gio Chu, testament to the fluidity of the offense of Ateneo. They're able to make the good reads. That's what's impressive about this Ateneo team.
Chu.
So a lot of signs of improvement pa for them. So they're gonna be a different Ateneo team once the UAAP comes, I'm sure. And as well as the CEU Scorpions, they're still months away from their main tournament, which will start next January pa.
Matagal pa pala.
Yeah, so they have a lot of time to prepare, get better, and fine-tune yung kanilang mga gustong mangyari sa kanilang sistema.
While for UAAP and NCAA, alam ko last week of September yan. 3 months preparation naman remaining for those.
That explains also, na medyo mas cohesive na yung mga NCAA and UAAP teams
That
natin.
makes sense. Sidestep for Daniel Marcelo. 13 now for Daniel. And a foul on Marcelo.
Foul on number 16, Daniel Marcelo. First personal foul.
First foul, Daniel.
For the Scorpions. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
18 on the clock. 3 minutes 29 seconds remaining here. This is Nico Rocha with Coach Mero Navarro, bringing you this last game. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Also on Solar Sports. Just search for Filoil EcoOil Sports on the following social media platforms. Chu. Gives it back to Opeña, who drives left. Feeds Credo, pero naabutan na shot clock violation. Balik sa CEU ang bola.
Kanina, we have a supporter from New Zealand. Ngayon naman, medyo malapit-lapit. Our good friend, Coach Benson de la Paz, watching the game from Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija.
Kamusta tayo dyan, Coach?
Hello, Coach. Thank you for watching the Filoil EcoOil 16 Preseason Cup. Always glad to have you here. Darbin. That's really a really hard shot for him with Gio's Chu right up there to contest. Credo is at the post at tamaan ni Darbin. Babalik sa atin na yung bola. And Credo said, I got hit. Ferrer checking in for the CEU Scorpions. It's Vince Ferrer. It's been a while since we last saw Vince Ferrer na Coach Melo.
And itong Ateneo again. That was a long three. That was a long three for Garcia.
27-footer for Paulie G. Makes it a 28-point lead.
Grabe, ano?
Ipit. Kind of forced the issue there for the Scorpions. And Ateneo, even though it's the last 2 minutes of this ball game, they're not letting up. Lakas ang pasa ni Kiteves to Chu. Turnover there.
I believe this is going to be the last ball game of CEU para dito sa ating tournament. But this guy, Marcelo, announcing his name to all those watching the Filoil EcoOil Center, and I'm sure he's gonna be a player to watch in the coming years for CEU.
Good thing for CEU, they have a lot of months left before their actual season, which starts in January 2024. Well, for the UAP and NCAA, I think it should be the last week of September, if I'm not mistaken. And Garcia picked up his dribble. And another turnover for the Blue Eagles, 2 consecutive ones. And Coach Tab said, why did you pick up your dribble?
14 seconds on the shot clock.
the way Coach Tab is teaching his players. Akala mo sila pa yung naghahabol dito sa ating ball game. But again, that's the essence of joining preseason tournaments. It's about fine-tuning yung mga gusto mong mangyari for your mother tournament.
Timeout on the floor for the Scorpions. $75-49 is your score here, the last ball game here in the Filoil EcoOil 16 Preseason Cup. Nico Rocha here with Coach Melo Navarro. And if you're Ateneo, this is on their way. I think we could say that this will be their first win of this tournament with just 1:38 seconds left. Amazing that they were able to keep this lead and able to stay the course all throughout. Well, for CEU, about to fall to 1-8. This is the final game, as mentioned by Coach Melo Navarro. While Ateneo will have 3 consecutive games starting on June 7th to June 9th, back to back.
Well, for Coach Tab Baldwin, you need those games. Kailangan mo siya talaga to be able to push yung Ateneo and to see what other departments pa yung kailangan nilang improve.
There, Coach Melo. And even though they're on their way to a dominant victory, still a lot to fine-tune in their offense and also on defense. And Wabude doesn't take the 3, drives, and is called for traveling. Gazlav and Wabude, the other foreign student athlete of the Blue Eagles. But I think he's not eligible. I don't think he will be the choice for season 86. I think for 87, because it's Obasa. It's Obasa's spot to lose. Step back. Gotta love watching Marcelo, right? One of the few bright spots here for the Scorpions with 15 points already, with 4 rebounds and an assist.
Buo na yung kumpiyansa ni Marcelo, no?
Kitang-kita.
It's gonna be exciting to watch pagdating do sa kanilang mga susunod na tournaments. Talking about CEU Scorpions. Again, itong CEU, one of the proud programs outside of the NCAA and UAAP. They're playing in their mother tournament, which is the UCBL, and talaga namang yung kanilang supporters in Boss JJ Yap and Boss Jepet Plaza really giving their all para mabigyan ng proper exposure and the fighting chances sa mga basketball careers and sa studies na rin itong mga players ng CEU.
And CEU, would you say they're in a rebuild? Losing Henry Agunane and a few key rotation players after the championship season, right?
Yes, they lost their key guys.
I think
Henry Agunane, Jomel Anceta, and Santiago, one of their best shooters. So
Jello
Santiago.
Now with the Bulldogs. Oh, it's Dave Marcelo again. Dave Marcelo still in it.
Was that his 18th point for today?
18 points for for Marcelo in 18 minutes, and that's the end of this ball game. 77-52 is your score. Ateneo finally getting win number 1, while the CEU Scorpions end their campaign 1-8 here in the Filoil EcoOil 16 Preseason Tournament.
As we always say, for as long as you learn, you never lose a ball game. So a lot of learnings, not only for CEU but for Ateneo as well. And they're gonna be able to bring those learnings as they go to their mother leagues towards the end of this year.
Just waiting here for the best player. The player of this game is Ian Espinosa, and how can you ever? Well, his 4 3-pointers proved to be the catalyst in pushing the lead further for Ateneo as they stomped on the Scorpions.
But what's most important is he's able to fill in the shoes of Fortsky Padrigao, being the stabilizer for this Ateneo team. And sabi nga natin, yung playing style and mold niya are the likes of Jai Reyes, Maki Escalona, Eman Montfort. So a bright future for this kid. And as we see here, Credo shooting those threes. Lazarus, active hands on defense, finishing on that fast break. At ito namang CEU Scorpions. That's a Malicana scoring on that three. At ito, ang ating best player of the game, Espinosa, hitting that three-pointer. Nice ball movement right there. Yeah,
din eh.
Marcelo's. Pero ito, yan, yung
The
ball movement ng Ateneo really evident in this ball game. And the ball game is over, but still a lot of things to enjoy para sa atin. It's a good week ahead for all of us. Thank you very much.
And again, this is Nico Rocha, John Melon Navarro. We'll see you guys next time. Good afternoon.